wacha ikae mimi. And then niko like, ni wewe tu hautaacha, utaendelea tu, sleep and wake up tomorrow and continue sleep well. All you need is sleep and some water.
Do you remember the first time we met? What was your honest first impression of me?
I remember the first time we met because you were introduced to me by a friend. Dennis speaker. Impression was just like, yule beshe nilikuwa na kushow, nitakuwa nakuja na yeye ashare. Okay. I was just happy someone was coming to ashare.
Okay.
Not bad impression. No bad impression. Just happy.
Okay. You are happy?
Happy.
Glad.
What is a moment from our journey that makes you smile every time you think about it?
A moment from our journey. 9th November 2021. Yeah, the day I asked you to be my girlfriend officially and you said yes. It took some minutes. I was there wondering what is happening. Yeah, it took some minutes and then you said yes. I was also kind of expecting the yes. You had told me before when you asked me to be your girlfriend, I'll say yes. So I was preparing for it and then I was waiting for the right time and then I asked and you said yes. I was like,
That's a moment for me too.
My turn.
Oh, your turn.
Yes. How did you feel when we made things official, knowing you were leaving soon?
Oh, well, at that time I made my peace with it. Before we had a long back and forth. I think by the time I was saying yes, I was okay. I was actually looking forward to going. Not like in a bad way, not like leaving you, but just starting that phase of our. I think we just talked about it, we prayed about it. It came to a place like it's exactly what was supposed to happen. Almost like.
It's like it's just what we needed for our relationship
At that
then.
moment.
Yeah. Maybe I can also add on to it. We kind of talked and wanted to grow individually plus together. So individually I was chasing a few things in the corporate space. Worked out very well. Yourself too, as you're doing your masters. It really was an awesome time. It's one of the best 2 years of my life. If you asked me to go back to it, that would never happen. But it was good. So
What does loving me feel like for you?
loving you feel like it does feel good actually. I mean, I get to be the one to love you. Not many people tried, or at least, yeah, I mean, there could have been many people. Anyone looking at me years back would not have thought this is where I would be, including myself then. I got to know you just as a friend. You were nice. You always called me Heart, nice smile, good hugs, good person. We met initially at a time when I was really looking to know more of God and love God. You're the discipleship leader. So because I got to know you before I even started dating you, when we made this official and started dating, I can always look back at the kind of person you are. You're so good. You're just the best. It gives me joy. I get to love you. So I feel good. What's one way I have helped you grow that you're grateful for?
I am grateful. I have grown. I have grown. I think the one place, it's not that I was too bad at it, but you are a very generous person. And I love that in you. Really do. And you have helped me grow. Because like the way you have limits of giving someone something. And then nasikia, si sawa, si tunaweza peana 1,000. Uko like, nafikiria 5,000. You're like, Lord, expand my heart, make me generous and philanthropic. Yes. The Lord is has helped me a lot in that regard, for sure. I have my hold on to things has reduced significantly, and it can come and go as it pleases. Thank you.
You're welcome. I am glad.
What's something you're looking forward to in our life together abroad?
Abroad. I honestly have really enjoyed starting our marriage together. It's just been the two of us, not so much here and there. Been home mostly. Really enjoyed each other's company a lot. I'm looking forward to enjoying time with you, more time with you. This time, not only just stay in, I want us to do adventures. Go here, go there, take road trips, go to beautiful places, enjoy beautiful sceneries, do dinners. That's one thing I'm looking for, having an adventure with you. Number 2 is getting into purpose with you. I really have a good feeling of, I know we've been home, we've been spending good time together and with God. We're looking forward to stepping into purpose. Seeing you get into what God has called you to. Seeing you get into what you love doing, what you would be waking up every day to do. So I'm really psyched up to see you happy that the sun is up. You get to do the things you love, including me. You see. Same to me.
No comment.
And then, that gets to 2027 or a little more than when we plan to start having kids. I'm really looking forward to being a parent with you. That I'll definitely enjoy very much. It's going to be a good one. Happy?
Happy.
Yeah. You don't need to complain. What's one thing about our love you hope will never change, no matter where life takes us?
That it draws a lot from God. It leans a lot on God. I feel like God is the only one who can give us unconditional love for each other. If that God's agape is not there, I feel like it would be conditional on things and performance, and we're choosing to share our lives together. We don't know what's coming and everything, but I do pray that our love stays, we stay in God, and our love stays, we draw from God. I hope that stays.
It will stay.
Yes.
Good answer.
You're welcome. Oh, when we disagree or struggle, what helps you remember why we chose each other?
What makes me remember why we chose each other? Because I know your heart, and I know that you give me your whole heart. I am reminded of that 100%, and also of, when we disagree, it's always like a drop in the ocean. The amount of times we are good, we laugh, we enjoy time. Sometimes I think it's too little to kind of be an issue. So when we disagree, we have disagreed, we have our moments. Sometimes I prefer let's fight right there and then and then we are done with it in a few minutes and we continue. So I really think it is so small, it actually doesn't change much. So I'm reminded of all the good things, that you have a good heart, you love me very much. I've seen it, you've not only told me. So, all good. What's one thing you prayed for in this relationship that came true in a way you didn't expect?
Ooh. I prayed to have a lot of time with him. I did. When we were dating, like we did the long distance. And I remember just telling God, I just want to spend lots of time with him. I didn't know how that was going to happen because in my mind, we were working and there was just a lot happening. Me coming to Kenya, staying to this point, wasn't going to look the way I honestly I didn't even know what it was going to look like. I came by faith. I came, I was like, I'm not going to get married and it's going to be good one way or another. I didn't know how it was going to happen. But then, how that we have gotten to have this time, honestly, I couldn't have predicted it anyway. That's one thing I prayed for. And God has answered me in an unexpected way. Pleasant, exceedingly above what I could ask or imagine, for sure. And I am very grateful. It's
Been awesome. It's been at Steve's.
It is awesome. Oh, what's a sacrifice you've made for this relationship that I may not fully understand?
The sacrifice I've made for this relationship you may not fully understand. Okay. Don't have any obvious one, but the one that I can really relate to most is, as a man, it's how we process things is a little different from how women process things. We are logical, we are quite emotional. So most times when, say, you have made you feel bad or something has happened, when you come to me emotionally, for me, kind of was always as easy as it's either, if it's logical, then bro, I don't get it. So I really have learned and sacrificed to be like, yeah, you know what to say, you probably have the words, but chill, understand, apologize, get to love her. And this I actually did have to learn a lot from Christ. When the Bible says love your wife as Christ loves the church, it's not easy. And it's a perfect God loving humanity. Now there's an imperfect man trying to love a woman.
Perfect woman.
Yes. So it's a hard one, and God has really given me the grace. I have really tried. At times I say sorry, I don't know why I am saying where it's coming from, but yeah, I find some root somewhere in there. So I really have tried, and
You have.
I really have tried.
You
So
really have.
yeah,
You really have. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad.
Is it
Oh,
me?
it's my turn. What's a prayer that you have made for us that I don't know about?
I don't know. I don't have any. I think I tell you all the prayers I'm making for us. I think in my mind it's always I want us to be on the same page. And I don't want to be praying for something that maybe you don't want. You know? I feel like when we agree, God commands a blessing. just like being on the same page on this is what I'm praying for us. Something that I would be, the only thing I would be praying for us is maybe praying for you. Maybe that you don't know, so that you don't know. Just praying for you.
Also, not necessarily in specificities, but to just pray for me, but don't necessarily.
Today it's something, tomorrow it's something else. Yeah.
Thank you for praying for me. No wonder when I woke, I'm just happy and joyous.
Good for you. Okay. How do you envision our love changing as we step into this new chapter?
How do I envision our love changing? I think it's something I've probably mentioned in a bit. Since we got married, I mean, when we started dating officially, we started long distance literally a month later. Yes, just a month and a few days later, did long distance for 2 and something years. And then you came back, we got married. From long distance to 100% staying at home almost every other time. So I know it will not be the same forever. And when we move to the next chapter, which is moving abroad, we'll definitely have work. There'll be work coming in, there'll be us chasing purpose and where we would want to be. A few things may change here and there, knowing that we'll not be having as much time as we have right now. I mean, you see me almost the whole day when I'm here with you. You can actually feel me right there. I know it may be a little different from when I have been at work the whole time, or a few hours a day. I'm coming back a little tired. You've also been at work. So I'm expecting to be a little more intentional.
For sure.
I mean, when I'm with you here the whole day, I can easily hold you or cuddle you, be good. But when we've had some days, I buy you a dress and then ask you to meet me at a place for dinner.
Keep thinking those things. Those are from the Lord. The Lord is
like a road trip somewhere. So I envision a few things changing, me being more aggressive.
Like aggressively intentional.
Aggressively intentional. Yeah, I mean, being at home has really been good. So just maybe being a little more aggressively intentional. I mean, I don't need to do that, not necessarily today, because I truly am here with you. And if I think of going out and being here, surely we'll just be here. But when we move, definitely just a few changes. But you can count on me. What were you sing for both of us?
I don't remember the song, but it's like that.
Was there ever a time when you wondered if loving me was the right choice?
For a moment, yeah. For reasons that we will not disclose at the moment. Not bad reasons, just silly reasons. Yeah, at the beginning of 2024.
2024?
You remember? Yes. No, it did not last long. I think it lasted a day. And I knew it's jokes. I love you. And my heart was not cooperating in agreeing to stop. But ile ulisema wacha ikae mimi. And then niko like ni wewe tu utaacha ikae, utaendelea tu sleep and wake up tomorrow and continue sleep well. All you need is sleep and some water. Slept, drank some water, it all was good tomorrow.
You check
Anyway,
engine
but
light
I
record.
really did pray, and I think, when we started our relationship, it was I was 100% telling God, kama hii sio ile stuff, sitaki, we stop, because I don't have time to waste. I truly don't, and I want to date intentionally, and I want to love someone without second guessing. And I don't want to be in a place yenye niko I'm just doing this for tuone venye itaenda. This is not your time. Sitakuwa na hiyo time, nilimalizana na hiyo time kitambo. So I did tell God that I knew what I prayed, and I remember telling God, I will remember these prayers when I step into this. And so I remember even the assurance and the peace of just stepping into this relationship. I knew I was supposed to be here. I knew it. I remember like when you took myself, I cried a lot. But it was the joy of knowing that I finally have a yes in my heart. Because many times you go into a relationship and you don't have a yes in your heart. You just know si huku. Najua tu si huku. But to step into something and you know I am in the right place. So even in those doubtful moments, I remembered I know this is where I'm supposed to be. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody said he was going to be a perfect human being. But I know I'm supposed to be here. So there's nowhere else better for me to be. Really, literally. So, here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. How did my leaving for my master's change your understanding of love and commitment?
Not sure I would say it really changed anything. I think our definition of the long distance relationship after you went for your master's might be a little different from others. If we were sitting with other people talking about being in a long distance relationship, I think for us, as we had mentioned earlier, it is just what was supposed to happen. So it really didn't change anything. It is what was supposed to happen. It came in at a period where we wanted to grow individually and together. Being on long distance to a country where we were apart, like time difference was 7 hours and 8 hours at times. It did require intentionality to make sure we are on calls, we spend time with each other. Being far from each other helped us have the hard conversations, knowing someone is not right there to be too bad at you or you would second guess asking a hard question. So it really helped us ask the hard questions, have the hard conversations, come up with the answers. It really was awesome. I mean, we really had a nice time. You were there, but you really didn't feel far. I think it also helped us understand that when you feel far from someone, it's never really the distance, but
Not the physical.
it's not physical, it's in the heart. So it was a long distance for a while, but we really did feel our hearts were connected the whole time. We didn't feel the distance, and that's one of those things you really want to know you have with someone. So when you're close to them, you get to enjoy that you're also close to them physically, but being close in the heart is what is more important. And sometimes people miss it even when they're so close to each other, or they take it for granted.
I actually think so. I think people who are geographically close to each other sometimes can take for granted, because because when we are apart, you don't want things to go unsolved or things to go still. So you have to confront an issue, confront a conversation as early as it needs to be done, because like I'm not going to see you next week. No, people postponed. Tutaongea next week tukikutana. It's just there looming. Now, because we have to talk every day when we are on long distance, we have to face it and we have to talk about it. And I think that improved our communication very much, helped us to know each other very well. And also to recognize distance. Even right now, we recognize when we are not close. Even if we are here all day, we recognize, okay, there's something that we need to talk about. And we don't gloss over it. We just sit down, iron it out. Yes. So that there's no distance here.
Yeah. The heart.
In your liver.
Speed the river. I'm done asking you, you're done asking.
I already have the card, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
What's one thing about marriage you are excited for the most? And has it matched your expectations so far?
What I'm excited for the most, what has been so awesome up until now, you don't get to do life alone.
True.
It is nice and awesome. I don't have to think about what to eat every day. If I don't think, someone does. We think together. I don't have to sit wondering about tomorrow. I'm not alone. I won't be lonely. You get to spend time with someone. And especially when you're friends with someone. I mean, I have someone to poke, to make happy, to bite, to laugh with, to enjoy with, watch a series with, which I would never do by myself. I mean, the icing on the cake is just not like doing life alone. You get to encourage each other, plus you too. And there's so many promises in the Bible of marriages. He who finds a wife finds a good thing, finds favor with the Lord. So now I have more favor with the Lord than I did before. And when I'm good with you,
you're welcome.
Yes, and when I'm good with you, my prayers are not hindered. So I just check. When we are good, I know prayers straight to heaven. And I mean, our life has been a testimony since we got married. It's just been good. I mean, it's not things to necessarily mention or talk about, but I quit my job before I got married, and I've probably handled more money not working than when I was working. Why? I have a wife. So more favor comes. It really is just awesome to do life with someone. When I think about my purpose and I think about integrating with you, when I think about giving to you everything you need, support, love, I get to pour out my love to someone, I get to give to someone, I get to spend time with someone, I get to make someone smile, I get to make someone happy, get to see her chase her dreams and live her dreams, enjoy life, sometimes help her, get to help someone do things like just chopping onions. She gets happy about it. So doing life with you is awesome. I'm enjoying it so far, and I know I will enjoy it for many months, many years. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What's a little habit or quirk of mine that makes you feel closest to me?
Slapping my ass. That's a habit to have. I don't know. It makes me feel close to you. Only when I'm not cooking. I can burn you.
You never have, so we'll never know.
You'll never know.
Yeah.
But does that What was the moment you realized you could see me as more than just a friend?
We both know the day.
The date, the hour, the minute.
June 27th, 2021. 8:30 in the morning.
Yes.
After you told me you would be there before 8.
Forgive me.
In town. And I saw you wearing a black dress. And is it a 2-inch heel? Had not seen you for a while, like 2 years, and then it was 7 days after. Was it 7 days after? Not 7 days after my birthday, but some days after my birthday. I think the next Sunday after my birthday, 2 Sundays after my birthday, we were going to MMU, so we kind of had to spend a little time together. We had not met for a while. I looked at you and I was like, oh, okay.
Who's that?
That one is beautiful.
Beautiful.
She always has been nice. And I had just been praying and asking God, what's happening?
What's happening?
I'm 26. I don't have a person. I'm supposed to be having a person in my life. Right after I turned 26, a week later, you are the one who came through. So you looked quite different, like good.
I knew it. Because I was like, why is he looking at me like that? Ingia kwa gari. But the way you're looking at me, I was like, okay, right.
And then there's a part that fueled it. Later in the day, we went to church, and then I was to meet with friends of mine for a meat eating somewhere in Rongai. You accepted to come with us. And then I kept telling you about it. Actually that, I feel like now I'm 26. I should be getting a girlfriend in my life. And then you asked me, what about this girl? What about this girl? And then I was like, no, we're just friends and not really. And then I asked you, why not you? Then you told me, we will know when we get there. I knew. I am sold.
Yes,
I knew there is an opportunity, and from there we started speaking for many hours.
Funny enough, that day too for me is when I realized that you could be more than my friend. But for me, it was that moment when you looked at me, the way you looked at me, nikikuja mat. But also during church, they told us to hold hands and pray for our neighbor. So we held hands, and then like, I don't know whether it's a thing, but when you hold someone's hand, you feel like, okay, let me just pray in tongues. I think that's helpful. Yeah, so that did it for me.
Next question. If you could relive one moment from our journey just to feel it again, what would it be?
I think it was our second anniversary on the 9th. Was it second? First, maybe. I just flown in.
November 2022.
Yeah.
For our friend's wedding. Okay.
I'd flown in for, and then we had like a romantic candlelit dinner. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good day.
It was a really good day. I think we just spent the day having a photo shoot, which was really good. Yeah. And then we had our dinner, which was very nice.
Candlelit.
The end. Right. When did you feel most vulnerable in our relationship, and how did I help you through it?
When did I feel most vulnerable? When we were doing premarital counseling classes. Yeah, when we were doing premarital counseling classes, I think we were doing baggage. Yeah, course called baggage. We really did talk a lot and about me in the past, a little in the past before we met, and it did help me through it. And here we are. Here we are, happy and good. Thank you very much. So, it was during a premarital counseling class, the online ones, which you were not here, and I was sitting somewhere in my house.
I remember.
But yeah, it really was good. Thank you.
Premarital counseling was good, eh?
Yeah, it was very good. Very good. So for people looking to get married, please prepare. Yep. Oh, I'm done with asking. When you look at me now, what do you see that you didn't see when we first met?
Now, different thing I see now than I didn't see then. So many things. I think the closer we get, the more I get to know your heart for people, that you love people, and you love God, and you are very loving, very genuine, sincere in your heart. I don't know whether those are things I can say I didn't know, but I think I know them in a better, like a deeper way, which is a really good thing to discover. Okay, what's a part of me you've come to love that I struggle to accept about myself?
You struggle to accept about yourself. I love you 100% for who you are. I will say the most outstanding, or the one that stands out most, is you as a, let me say, your body. I do love you very much. And there are sometimes I've had you say, or you struggle sometimes to actually think, you look very beautiful, you look very good, you are very sexy in who you are, appreciating how you are in yourself as of affirmation. I really do love you a lot. Sometimes I hear you say it, I look at you and I'm like, surely, do you even see yourself? What is your problem? And I think it's one of those things you're really growing into and growing to know and appreciate and love who you are and who you just are. You are very beautiful. I love you 100%. I enjoy. I don't think I would wish for anything else. 100%. So yeah, it's the most outstanding one. Or at least the one that is kind of complete.
I think that answers it actually.
If you could describe our journey together in one word, what would it be and why?
Divine. Because I feel like it's a God given thing. It's a gift. For sure. For me, it always feels like a gift. Everywhere I look, I see that God was truly thinking about me and He gave us this journey. What is one way you want me to love you better in this new chapter?
To love me better. Go with me to the gym.
Psychologically working on that one.
Yes. Go with me to the gym. I can push those weights really well. Ride with me in my manual car.
That one I will.
What else? Make sure you actually go for your goals, for your dreams. Go for them. You want to write a book? Start one. You want to have a class, a discipleship class? Start one. Do one. I'll be right behind you. I have your back. Do it. Keep me on the loop.
Don't make me cry. I'm going to cry.
Because I love you. I wish you the best. You're the best I've ever had. You're the best there ever has been. Since we were friends, since we knew each other a while back. And I've enjoyed loving you. I wanted to see you win. I know your heart towards me is to see me win, is to see me prosper, is to see me get to enjoy my life. I also want the same for you. I want you to go for it. I pray for boldness for you to go for everything you want. And I pray for you a lot about being in purpose and going to the world. I really don't mind you being a CEO and me being your secretary. Yes. Basically what I'm saying is whoever you could be in the world, I'm happy to be in the shadows for you.
You'll never be in the shadow.
Yeah. But metaphorically.
You're my trophy husband.
Yeah. Okay, the end. I love you very much.
Love you too. It is hot.
Tungekuwa tumepractice ile nini yetu.
Sasa hii haijarekod. Do it again. Start again.
Umesahau vitu.
Start again.
Sasa si
Salamu.
Tulikuwa tumeunda salamu but tukasahau.
Ilikuwa rahisi ona.
Alafu kulikuwa na hivi alafu
Ilikuwa ni hivyo.